Are we on air?
Yeah, we're on air.
Okay, awesome.
That's the intro.
Hello.
Awesome.
Huge.
Hello, and welcome to The Buckets.
The Bucket.
The Bucket, the
The
show
Bucket.
where we are on a quest to find the greatest movie of all time. And this week we have chosen a doozy. We have Moonlight from 2016, directed by Barry Jenkins.
Yes, also of Mufasa fame.
Oh my goodness! I'm so glad you mentioned Mufasa
Yeah.
right off the bat, dude.
I pulled that up and I was like, huh, really?
Oh, how
He-
the mighty have fallen.
He directed hits such as Moonlight. What was the other one? Like not eighth grade. What was it?
No, not eighth. Bo Burnham directed 8th
I know.
grade.
Hold on. It was something huge and big that
Wow.
he. Wait, now I had it in my little grubby hands and now it's gone forever.
Hey, where is Bo Burnham, by the way? Anybody
He-
seen him recently?
Last time I heard he was boinking Phoebe Bridgers.
Really?
That was the last thing I heard about him. Yeah.
They were spotted
Him?
at Disneyland,
Bo
where
Burnham and
all
Phoebe Bridgers.
celebrities eventually go to be spotted.
Oh,
Yeah.
so sorry. So, Barry Jenkins of Moonlight fame, After Sun,
Oh.
If Beale Street Can Talk, and Mufasa, the Lion King.
Yeah.
That's what Barry Jenkins is known for. Thank you so much for asking.
You know, I didn't see Mufasa, but I knew without seeing it or hearing anything at all that they definitely explained how Scar got his scar, the origin story.
Oh, yeah.
And I asked one of my friends, and he did confirm.
Wow.
Um,
we
so
all
I-
needed to know. We all needed to know
I
this.
I don't know how he got the scar, but all I know is that in Mufasa it is explained.
I just know at AMC theaters they were selling the Mufasa snack pack that you could when you buy tickets online for the movies and they're like, you
Yeah.
want to add snacks, and you're like,
It's a whole gazelle.
no. Yeah, they were selling the Mufasa snack pack when I was trying to go see Nosferatu.
Whoa, what are those?
Yeah.
I
Hey.
was really actually contemplating getting the Mufasa snack pack.
Why didn't you?
Did it look delicious?
It did look delicious.
little
But then I
lion
was thinking
treat?
about Nosferatu and I was like, I'm not going to be hungry during this movie. And I was right.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That's actually
fair.
so fair. Lily Rose Dip. Oh man, we are putting Moonlight to shame right now, guys. This movie was beautiful. I feel like maybe we should jump right into a little synopsis
Oh,
here.
Okay. We can synopsize.
Yeah, we probably should. This movie is split up in 3 different parts. We follow our main character, Chiron, throughout childhood, adolescence, and adulthood. When he's a kid, he goes by Little. He lives in Liberty City, Miami. This is the height of the crack epidemic. This takes place. Do you guys know the year that this takes place? Sorry, I know that's kind of a curveball to throw at you. I don't know if this is 2016 though. Is it?
It's not. I think the last chapter might be present day, but I would be surprised.
So yeah, growing up early 2000s most likely, maybe tail end of the 90s as well. But yeah, lives in Liberty City, Miami. He runs into an Afro-Cuban drug dealer, Juan. He finds him in a little crack house hiding from some bullies. This one's definitely we're talking about this on air, and that's okay, right? We all feel fine with that. Yeah,
I think it's
whatever.
fine.
Yeah.
As God, aka program director. Yeah, go for it.
Let's pull up the. You guys got the actors pulled up as well because this is a
Stacked.
stacked cast.
Stacked. I can. Hold on.
So yeah, he meets Juan. Chiron is a very reserved little boy. He's not talking much, but Juan introduces him to his girlfriend, Teresa, before he returns Chiron back home to his mother, Paula. And we find out Paula, not too great of a woman. She's an addict. She, she's going through it, but she's also, not a great mother to little Chiron goes by at this point in the movie. But yeah, Juan starts to act as sort of a pseudo father figure for Chiron, just because, he doesn't have that in his life. And he teaches him, a lot of little basic life lessons. Beautiful, beautiful scene where they go to the beach and he teaches Little how to swim. I think that was my favorite scene in this movie. We can kind of go back and destruct some of the visual elements as we get through the synopsis here, but
Oh yeah.
stunning film. The use of color in this movie was fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, very, very good. Not too much happens in this first part where we're introduced to Little.
We mostly just meet
Yeah.
Juan and his partner Teresa. That's
Right.
mostly who we see, and we just.
Yeah, and they're played by
Juan is played by Juan. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. Mahershala Ali is Juan,
Right.
and then Teresa is played by Janelle Monáe.
Right.
My partner has the biggest crush on Janelle Monáe, and both of us did not know Janelle Monáe was in it. He freaked out. He almost like jumped up with glee. He jumped up twice in this movie. Once when Janelle Monáe came up, and then ones that we'll talk about in the second chapter.
Yeah, Janelle.
It's weird. She almost has like an MCU like wait for the audience to clap type entrance
Yes.
to it. She like slowly walks over to the car. You're like, whoa, it's Janelle Monáe.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, but Juan and Teresa, beautiful, beautiful couple. They're very, very sweet. And yeah, they're kind of acting as pseudo parents for Chiron since his mother isn't around too much. Juan encounters Little's mother, Paula, doing some drugs. He goes to confront her, but then she confronts him right back and is like, "Hey, you're the one who dealt me these drugs, so you can't really be talking to me." And at this point in the movie, it started to be explored that maybe Little isn't heterosexual and that this little boy is dealing with some homosexuality, which we love to see in a movie. But yeah, he's asking about what a slur means to Juan, and they have to kind of explain to him that it's a word to make gay people feel bad. And but yeah, Juan and Teresa are very supportive. They're like, hey, there's nothing wrong with being gay, and you'll know something like that when you're a little bit older, and you'll just know. At this point, Chiron, aka Little, starts to ask some tough questions like, hey, is my mom doing drugs, and are you selling drugs? And the answer is yes and yes. But yeah, that's Little's origin story. A lot of like other little bits and pieces happen.
Yeah.
It's very much kind of snippets of his life.
If I remember right, we also meet Kevin during this time.
We do meet Kevin
for
his
like
childhood.
a brief minute that I didn't even clock it when he came up, and then we see him again throughout like the different chapters,
Yeah.
or like all 3 chapters. But yeah, we see Kevin, his like lifelong childhood best friend, basically.
Yeah. And Kevin's kind of the only boy that's nice to him on the playground, because the rest of the boys pick on him because he kind of is not very confrontational and very quiet, and kind of it makes himself a target for their bullying, which isn't super cool of those bullies. So mean to Little.
So mean.
At this point, we cut to the second chapter. There's a very cool title card throughout the movies as we go between each chapter.
For whatever reason, when the like title cards came up, I thought it said like L Little, and I thought it was like a credit, and I was like, that's weird to put right there, but that's fine. And then a little bit after, when the second title card comes up, it's like I like the Roman numeral, and I thought it said H Chiron, and I said that's weird. And then I like, as it kept going, I was like, wait a minute, maybe those are, I don't know, telling me the chapters of the movie. Anyways, I wasn't very astute in my observations this week. I'm so sorry.
Is split into 3 parts here. Interesting. It was weird that we were following that other kid for a while, huh?
Interesting.
But yeah, we meet in the second chapter teenager Chiron going through high school, and he's dealing with all sorts of different issues, as it seems that the school fully kind of knows that he's homosexual, and he gets bullied for it. There's this really mean bully, Tyrell, but he's also kind of still hanging out with Teresa, and we find out that Juan has died within the past few years, so that character is no longer part of our story. We also still are running into Paula, Chiron's mother, who still is not doing great, has turned to some unsavory means to get her drugs, and she is constantly trying to like hound Chiron to give all of his money to her, and she's just kind of not a good force in his life at the moment.
I had no clue the means that she was doing. I read the synopsis and I was like, oh, that's what she was doing.
It's very it's like very subtly implied. A lot of things in this movie are subtly implied.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I'll say we could talk about this later as well, but it doesn't say a lot of stuff. I think it shows, which I know is a little bit, I don't know, cliche to say, but this movie very, very much tells its story through visuals and not through dialogue, which I think it's a good. I don't know.
I mean, it's a movie. It better be doing a little bit of that at the very least.
I'd like to think that A24, who produced this, or one of the producers of this movie, they have like different eras in their life. Or in their life, in their like time on movie planet. And I would say like for a while they had like the kind of edgy horror, like The Witch, It Comes at Night, where like nothing really happens, and like Hereditary and Midsummer and whatnot. And then I feel like they went into their coming of age moment with like the Florida Project and like Moonlight and stuff like that. And
is Lady Bird in A24?
I believe
I thought it maybe was.
Let me double check.
I think it is.
Lady Bird.
I love Lady Bird.
Oh, Lady Bird's a banger.
Lady Bird really is.
Lady Bird. I watched it 3 times in one day one time.
Really?
Yeah, when I was in high school, I was going through it.
That evil mother in Lady Bird.
No. My mom's listening. I love you very much, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, keep going with the plot synopsis.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, we also meet Kevin again, Chiron's childhood best friend. Kevin's getting up to trouble. Kevin's in detention. And yeah, Chiron, it's clear that, he kind of still has a little bit of feelings for Kevin. He still is his crush. Sorry, yes?
Yes, it is made by A24, and apparently it is the A24's highest grossing film domestically, ahead of Moonlight, actually.
Oh,
really?
Cool.
In fact, yes.
Very cool.
Anyways.
But yeah, Chiron's having some dreams about Kevin as he's kind of, yearning for him. And one night, Chiron, in order to escape his mom, who's being a nightmare again, goes to the beach and, has this beautiful moment. Same beach that he was taught to swim all those years ago by Juan. And Kevin comes and visits. The two start smoking, and the two start just chatting. They start, talking about more like deep emotional stuff. And it's this like kind of beautiful moment because Chiron is so quiet and reserved. But in this moment, he's able to, start talking and express himself a little bit more. And at this point, the two share an intimate moment where they kiss and things go a little bit further. And the next day, they have this very tense car ride home where they're like, hey, let's,
Nobody wants to like say anything.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of tense. And I remember so distinctly being like a teenager and having like those moments after like I kiss somebody and we're just sitting there in silence where it's just like the worst thing ever.
It is a silent car ride.
Silent car ride.
Definitely a classic teenage experience.
Oh yeah.
The next day at school, the boys are back at school, and Tyrell, the school bully, manipulates Kevin and kind of tricks him into being like, hey, we're going to play a little hazing game where you're going to punch Chiron. And Kevin gives into the pressure, punches Chiron. Chiron keeps getting back up. That's the name of the game. Knock down, stay down.
Yeah, knock down, stay down. And what was it? Tyrell was like, you remember when you like beat up that kid beyond recognition?
Yeah.
to Kevin. And he was like, I'm going to choose somebody for you. And I, at this moment in time, I was like, I wonder who this could be.
Yeah, even though Tyrell's been tormenting poor Chiron this entire movie.
And Kevin keeps begging Chiron to like stay down.
Yeah, but
he's not. And
this kid can take a hit.
He can. He can. Yeah.
He's strong in his own ways, which is beautiful.
Indeed.
But yeah, there's this like very existential coming of age moment where Chiron is like looking into the mirror, face all beaten up, head in the ice bath, and we get this tense moment where he goes back to school the next day, slamming through the entire school, walks into the classroom, picks up a chair, and just devastates Tyrell, the school bully. Just beats this kid to a pulp. And people have to pull him off of him.
This was the second time my partner cheered in joy and glee during this movie. No, you can't. Sorry.
No, wait, please. I was cheering with joy too. Please.
Well,
please.
I said the first time that you jumped up in glee and joy was when Janelle Monáe came on the screen.
Oh yeah, I didn't know she was in this movie. Shout out Janelle Monáe. She was my goat. Shout out 30 Computer, good album.
It's so good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. My defense in the second part was just I didn't know they were going to be making it like sad with the bully thing. Or like
I told you it was going to be a sad
movie.
Well,
I knew it was a sad movie. I just didn't know that after he beat Tyrell with a chair that they were going to get the wrong guy. I didn't know they were going to have like a realistic depiction of bullying where it doesn't actually get addressed properly. Yada yada yada. It was exciting for the moment because it was cathartic. That was all.
It is devastating because, like, after the first incident, Chiron's in the principal's office, and the principal's like, well, you're not a man if you don't press charges. And Chiron's like, no, you don't understand. If I press charges, things become 10 times worse for me.
Yeah.
And he, like, doesn't explain that to the
Cries
principal.
in the office, and that, like, broke my heart when he just breaks down in the, like, principal's office. Oh.
Yeah, and her yapping just becomes inaudible, and he's just breaking down.
Oh.
But yeah, after his savage attack, Chiron gets arrested, which, nightmare. And that's the end of Act 2. And it's revealed in Act 3, we meet, he's now going by his nickname that Kevin used to call him in childhood, Black. And Black is now out of jail because he went to juvie after that incident. And we meet a new man.
Oh,
he
yeah.
is...
Oh, yeah.
Bucket Boys, I think we can all agree, we meet a man.
Oh, we meet a man.
He is jacked to the gills, has sick grills, a sick car. He absolutely, he's now trapping, he's drug dealing, so he's, making money. And we see him kind of like, for the first time in his life, become like a little bit top of the food chain in a situation where he's like kind of tormenting one of his lackeys in the drug dealing business. He now lives in Atlanta City. But he's still dealing with some of the same things. It's revealed that his mom, Paula, is still, she's in rehab now, and, she's constantly calling for him to come and visit. He's kind of having a little bit of a rough go with it. And one morning, unexpectedly, Kevin calls, his old childhood best friend, where they shared their time at the beach together. Kevin says he's still living in Miami. He's a cook now, and he'd love for Chiron to come down one time so he can cook for him. Chiron has a visit with his mother, very, very heartbreaking. She's like very apologetic for everything that she's done, but also at the same time is like, you don't gotta love me, but I still love you. And it's like, oh man, very, very sad. But at this point, Chiron decides to do it. He decides to drive down to Miami and visit his friend Kevin. And their dynamic in this scene is incredible. Chiron kind of goes back and reverts to being a little bit shy around Kevin, and is like very reserved and is saying like 3 words at a time. And Kevin is teasing him for this. And Kevin makes him a meal, and it's
truly feels like, what is it? Like when we see adult Chiron, he is like this big, like we said, this big buff guy, and like he's a very imposing presence kind of in every single scene. Like there's one scene where he's in somebody's apartment and he's in the kitchen and he's just big and like in there, if that makes sense. Like if you look at him, he takes up a lot of space, and it feels like in all of the scenes when he's with Kevin, it feels like he's almost smaller.
Yeah, he's like shrugging down.
Yeah, he almost like makes himself smaller. Anyways, that was my 2 cents.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love movies.
Yeah, he reverts. He like,
dude, me too.
Whoa.
It's obviously.
Who'da thunk it?
Wow, the Bucket Boys love movies.
Confirmed. Bucket Boys
That's
love
all
movies.
we talk about. Not one episode hasn't been about a movie. But yeah, it's very sweet to see this dynamic come back into force. The boys start talking about their lives. Kevin got with an ex-girlfriend and had a kid with her. He also went to prison. It's revealed that he's not living with his estranged, I guess, baby mama, Samantha.
There was a point. There was like, I would say like a minute where we all thought that, oh no, Kevin's living with like this woman and they have a son. He's straight. It was genuinely, if he was straight, I would have started crying.
Yeah, you invite him all the way down to Miami,
Literally.
and you're straight.
You're
Come on.
Anyways.
You can't be straight.
Not allowed.
Not allowed.
Not in this movie.
That's a bucket take, I guess.
And you're canceled. Straight Twitter.
No.
will get you.
Yeah, actually, straight Twitter come after me. That's okay. And they start sharing their lives. Chiron reveals that after got out of juvie, he met some people in prison and kind of entered the drug trade, and turns out he's good at it. So he's doing his thing. He's making a lot of money. He has like a nice car, a nice place.
Nice grills.
And nice grills, of course. His fronts. Kevin starts talking about how a song was played that reminded of him, and it's "Hello Stranger" by Barbara Lewis. And these two like have this beautiful moment where they're staring in each other's eyes, and then Chiron gives Kevin a ride home. Kevin is obviously not doing as good in life as Chiron ended up. He doesn't have a car, but he's fulfilled. He kind of shares that his worries aren't as intense as they used to be, and all he has to worry about now is, making ends meet, making sure Kevin Jr. is raised right. Such a funny... I don't know. I feel like you have to have a better name than Kevin to name your kid Kevin
agree
Jr.
wholeheartedly.
Kevin Jr.
Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm like the fifth in like a long line of Kevins.
Yeah,
God.
Kevin's. I don't know.
You might need to pivot. You
You definitely at a certain point you gotta call it.
Oh my. Cancel the Kevins. Are you guys interested in having a child named Junior of your name? Do you guys love your name that much?
What is it in Gilmore Girls? Lorelai, she names Rory after herself. So
oh really?
Yeah. So it's like Lorelai, and then technically Rory is Lorelai Jr. But she goes by Rory. I don't know what you could do with Rachel with that though.
Yeah, Rachel Jr.
Rachel,
I guess. Yeah.
I
don't know.
That's ugly.
I don't know if Ben Jr. is all that. We
But
didn't
it's
introduce ourselves. I'm sorry to realize.
Yeah.
You could be like Benjamin, but Ben Jr.
Ben Jr. Man.
Oh, that one's better. Yeah.
Ben Jr. Man.
Ben Jr. Man.
Okay, yeah, I'm convinced.
Perfect. Anyways, Kevin Jr.
But yeah, at their house, which it's important to mention that Kevin lives at the beach where the two first had their encounter and where Chiron first learned to swim all those years ago. And, Kevin, they're kind of having small talk until Chiron very bluntly is like, I've never been with a man since you.
I've never been with, he said,
Yeah.
You were the first man to touch me, and hardly anyone else has touched me. And I was like, all right, Sharon, we weren't talking about that. That was all that you brought that one.
But
up,
also
my friend.
but also we were though, right? That's
we
all
all knew.
anybody was thinking about. So it's, it's beautiful, and we kind of end on this moment where it's just the two sitting together and like holding each other, and we get a glimpse back to Juan, to little baby Chiron at the beach, looking back, bathed in moonlight, which is kind of the whole point of this movie is the color blue, which I thought was cool.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah. And that's Moonlight. Sorry, I breezed through the synopsis a little bit because I feel like we have to talk about themes here because,
I think
wow.
It is a lot of themes.
Yeah.
This movie is visual and it's stunning and, it
Themes
has...
be semen.
Yeah, it really, really is. It's what a film.
I would like to interject. My favorite scene shot, I suppose, is when Chiron is one of the ending scenes we see of the adults is Chiron resting his head on Kevin's shoulder, and like Kevin is holding Chiron's head, and it's like this very intimate moment, and it's so sweet. And I think I guess this kind of ties back into the themes that we didn't start talking about, but I think a really big thing in this whole movie is black masculinity, and I think to a certain extent, as we are all in fact white people, I hate to be the bearer of bad news on that one. I feel like we can't go in as in depth as we not should but could, I guess, if we
as
had
the director intends.
exactly. Yeah. Anyways, start talking about themes, boys.
Yeah. For sure. I guess we should point out kind of the titular line of the movie, which is where Juan is teaching Chiron how to swim at the very beginning, and he tells a story about when he was growing up in Cuba. He was running around in the streets being a little maniac, and this old woman told him while he was running around in the moonlight that black boys look blue in moonlight, and blue, the color, is used throughout this movie to show moments of like vulnerability and moments when the characters are feeling the most themselves.
I would say like vulnerability, just in general.
Absolutely, where it's like, in moonlight they become themselves. So we see blue all over this movie, and it's very deliberate. Yeah. At the beach, obviously, every single scene at that beach is bathed in this blue light. The like trash cans and umbrellas in the background of the beach are all blue. The water obviously being a huge source of the color here. And just all these stunning beach scenes. And also the beach, I feel like, is a place where they go back to in all 3 acts, and every time Chiron is there is the time that he is feeling the best about himself and like is feeling like he's starting to actually discover some stuff and figure himself out a little bit. But yeah, we see throughout the movie Chiron and Kevin go back and forth wearing blue shirts, and they wear shirts that like complement each other as well. The day at school, Chiron is wearing a white shirt with blue stripes, and Kevin's wearing a blue shirt with white stripes. They're like meant to be at this moment of like fully complimenting each other, and could have been something good until freaking Tyrell comes and ruins everything. He ruins my life.
I had something so deep and meaningful to say.
Please.
Right. When we see Paula, Sharon's mom, at the rehab center in the 3rd and final act, she's wearing a blue shirt and he's wearing like kind of a gray shirt. And then when they, reconnect, they like, it looks very blue. That's something that I noticed as well. And in the final act, when Sharon and Kevin are in Kevin's apartment, Kevin's like, oh, give me a second, mind if I change? And then he like changes into this this blue like V-neck or whatever, and I was like,
yeah,
I love colors.
Yep. And in the ride home, there's like blue lights all over the place.
Shapes and colors, the likes of which I've never seen.
Yeah, they use like a lot of blue glow, but there's also Paula is represented. There's like purple coming from her bedroom. There's like all these scenes of,
I feel like the warm tones is very much like the front that people put on. So like the second chapter, there's like this flash of blue light, and I would say like this is when obviously like the big thing happens with Kevin, and then that shows his vulnerability, right? It's like these blue little orbs that are flashing before the title cards, and then we see this like red flashing before the 3rd chapter, before Black's chapter. And I would say that like red, or like just generally warm colors, is like the front that people put on to protect themselves.
Yeah,
that's my read on it. And sue me, gosh.
No,
please.
No, I think
free
that's
speech.
Yeah, we have that still.
For now.
Yeah.
What we do at KWCR Wildcat Radio, that's for sure.
The time is now 12:58. Wildcats.
Wow.
What can I say? I'm a
And
veteran.
you're listening
Is that
to
the first time we've done that?
I think that's the first time. And we actually kind of got close.
We did. We got really close.
We got close to the hour mark. Let's go.
12:58. We should mention greatest time zone on Earth, Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, we're at Harvard of the West, they say. Weber State University.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they call Weber.
Well, I think they say Weber is great, and great.
Yeah.
Every time, Weber, close your ears. Every time that I talk about Weber, someone's like, oh, well, I'm worried I won't get in. And I say, as long as your check clears, you're in. And people don't like when I say that. And I say, I get a degree from them. What do you want from me?
Well, I think straight up, there's no one who doesn't get in. Like, I think it is. I remember doing high school, signing up for like CTE. They're like, well, first you have to apply to go to the school. Don't worry though, you'll get in. I feel like they accept everyone here.
Yeah, it has an acceptance rate of like 100%.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That it is.
Yeah.
All inclusive.
Yeah.
All inclusive. Imagine what would you have to do to not get into Weber?
Have you guys seen that guy on Instagram that goes around applying to colleges that have 100% acceptance rate, and he tries and writes the most like heinous heinous essays and tries to get their acceptance rate down to 99%. And I say, well, Mr. Man doesn't know how percentiles work, but that's okay. I still enjoy the content.
Did you guys write anything to get into
No,
this? Okay.
No, not at all.
I was making sure.
I was a concurrent enrollment.
Me too.
Yeah, I said that right. Yeah,
concurrent enrollment.
Yeah, I was concurrent enrollment, and then I just came up to campus and was like, hey, can you switch it over so I can like take classes in the fall like here at the physical location? And they were like, yeah.
That's exactly what I did too. I said, I don't want to pay to get rejected by colleges. I'm scared. Weber time, and here we are.
Hey, it's a
Hey.
great school, guys.
Hey,
We're
great.
using their equipment right now.
Oh,
so,
yes.
we can only say good things. Mr. Weber's in the room right now.
Mr. Weber has a gun to our heads.
The second we say a bad thing, we get mauled by a wildcat.
Yeah.
Waldo comes in with a gun.
Waldo's
Like,
a bad guy. He's dangerous.
he's not a he's a wildcat.
It's a wild
A wild
animal.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Anyways, Moonlight, am I right?
Moonlight. Yeah.
Something I really like about this movie is how, like, I don't know, the movie does not, like, exist. Like, everything that you're seeing is very realistic. And by no means is this movie trying to, like, convey anything that you couldn't see happen in, like, a real neighborhood. But it just feels so real somehow, just in the way that they, like, plant the camera and the way they use the colors. There's a scene where in phase 1, little, right? And he's like, he's in Juan's car, and he's sticking his hand out the window, and he's like moving it up and down, and you can, like, you know, so you can, like, feel the wind on your arm in, like, different directions. So
The
it feels
wind
like,
waves.
Yeah, the wind waves. So you can feel like,
We've all done it.
yeah, we've all
Yeah.
done it, and you can, like, feel it. You can almost, like, feel it on your hand. You can, like, do it right now, and you're like, whoa, the wind. You can, like, feel what he's feeling. I think this movie does not have a super ton of dialogue. There's a lot of, like, empty space, which, I mean, is to be expected for a movie that's spending so much time painting these pictures with all these colors and all these shots. But it also has a really good knack for, like, all of these characters giving these really, really, really fleshed out performances with very little dialogue. Just, like, the way they look will convey basically everything they're thinking in that moment. So they don't need to do that much. They don't need to say that many lines of dialogue. They can just look kind of forlorn for a bit, and you're like, yeah, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And you just spoke 2 sentences.
I
Awesome.
I really liked the scene. There's a scene where Sharon is sitting in the back seat of Teresa and Juan's car, and there's no audio. I think it's, like, just music, if I remember right. And the lights are, like, very, like, what is it, bokeh, you know, where the lights are blurry in the back.
Yeah.
And it's from the scene is shot from the point of view of Sharon, and it kind of, like, the camera goes between looking at Juan and Teresa, and it's, like, very much that feeling that you get when you're a little kid and you look, but, like, you're sitting in the back seat and you're looking between your parents, and, like, I don't know, I just thought that was beautiful.
It's very nostalgic imagery for
Yeah.
sure. It also, this movie, I feel like this movie is hard to do justice talking about it because it is, like you said, a very, very, like, visually focused movie, and, like, the color work and the cinematography.
Who put visuals in my movie?
I know. Well, it's just, it's so good. I know. Yeah, definitely this one is, definitely we recommend going to watch Moonlight because it's stunning and came out 10 years ago.
It did come out almost 10 years ago, which is
Oh.
a little insane. I think this falls into the category of I feel like we cannot talk about this movie and do it justice without somebody seeing it. Like, in the same way that we talked about 2001: A Space Odyssey, you have to see the imagery and you have to see the lights and the colors and everything like that in order to understand the full beauty of this movie. And that's not to say, like, listening to 3 white people talk about this black man's journey through sexuality and learning to embrace himself isn't going to be a meaningful experience for you. But in that same breath, maybe you should watch the movie.
Yeah, really, really. I kind of want to talk for a second about how this movie was received, because yes, this movie did win Academy Award for Best Picture in 2017, and it beat out La La Land. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Is that there was a
So-
big war going on?
Let me
Kinda.
paint you a picture.
Okay.
Let me paint you a picture. Close your eyes. Everybody in the audience, everybody in the
If
studio,
you're
please.
driving, close your eyes, let off that pedal, let go of that wheel. Your knuckles are white grabbing that wheel. Let go.
Everybody in the studio, please close your eyes for me while I paint you a picture. Imagine it's the 89th Academy Awards ceremony.
Yeah.
89th Academy Awards ceremony.
Everyone's dressed to the gills.
Everybody's dressed to the gills. Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway come on stage, and they're here to present Best Picture. in celebration of the 50th anniversary of Bonnie and Clyde. I didn't know that. That's fine. Okay, I'm looking at both of you. Both of your eyes are not closed.
I can't. I don't want.
I can't close my eyes.
I can't close my eyes for longer than 10 seconds.
My eyes. I'm not following. What do you mean? I don't do that.
I don't do that.
What if I mess up and I'm like not close to the microphone because I can't see it, and
What
then
if someone
none of the
sneaks up
listeners
behind
can
me?
hear
What if
me?
somebody kills me in the studio? What
I
if
have to
Waldo
stay-
pounces?
I have to stay vigilant.
Waldo's gonna pounce.
There's a wildcat in the studio.
Anyways, basically, after opening the envelope to declare who won Best Picture, Warren Beatty doesn't know what to do. And he shows it to Faye Dunaway, and she glances at it. She just glances at it and says, La La Land. La La Land is the winner. And everybody, and I say everybody in this cast comes up on stage.
No.
No, everybody in the cast of La La Land comes up on stage, and like obviously like the producers and the director, everybody who worked on the movie comes up on stage, and they're all dancing around and they're so excited.
City of Stars.
And as the producers of La La Land were giving their acceptance speech, the crew members of the Oscars came on stage and they took the envelopes and they were like, no, there's been a mistake, as they're having their acceptance speech. And they say,
No.
La La Land is not it's not La La Land, it's Moonlight. Moonlight had won the award. And when, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the way that the Oscar cards were. Let me find a little picture. Wait, vamp for me while I find a picture of them.
That's a nightmare. That's an actual nightmare. I think I've seen a clip of this. I didn't realize that it happened here. But oh man, I could see why there's a mistake though, because both of these movies incredible.
I don't know. How do you accidentally get the wrong movie?
Yeah.
The way that, so they were
That's a
handed the
problem.
wrong envelope. They were given the envelope for Best Actress, which Emma Stone won for La La Land. So
Checks
the way
out.
that it was, I'll do my best to describe it, was Emma, before this incident, was Emma Stone's name all in big, and then La La Land big. And then in the bottom, very, very tiny, I would say about 12-point script, it says Best Actress.
Oh man.
Now, after this, it says pretty big up there, Best Actress, and then big Emma Stone, and then little La La Land. So
they changed it to.
They changed it. So
that explains the confused look, because Best Picture, Emma Stone.
I
Yeah.
mean, she's not a bad picture.
Yeah. Hey, brother. Oh, you're onto something there.
and basically, while this was happening, the producer of one of the producers of La La Land just like concluded his speech with, "We lost, by the way." That's how he ended it. And then at that time, this is when like the crew shows the envelope and explains that like, like the envelopes were switched up and like da 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 da.
That's
right.
devastating.
And so because of this issue, it truly and completely feels like that has completely eclipsed Moonlight. Like truly and completely. I was
Eclipsed Moonlight.
Wow.
Yo, DJ Peaches has bars today, dude. Look at the wordplay.
Because like when I was talking, I mentioned to my mom, she asked me what we were doing on the bucket today. And I said, "Oh, we're talking about Moonlight." And she's like, "I don't think I know of that one." And I said, "The Oscars one." And she said, "Oh yeah, I know that one." And I said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Almost
movie
fell off
won.
my chair.
This movie also made so much money. This movie had a
So
budget
much
of
money.
$1.5 million, which I think adjusted for inflation is the lowest budget movie who has ever won the Academy Award
Oh,
for Best
really?
Picture. I think technically Rocky, but money was
Money was
yeah,
like
money
literally,
was different.
yeah.
Money was
Rocky
different.
actually cost 2 cents and a little bus token
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
that's
produce.
about it.
That's it. That's all they had to
Guys, I haven't seen Rocky. I'm so sorry.
I have
Neither
not
have I.
seen
Oh,
Rocky
perfect.
either. Let's
Yeah.
throw it on the
no,
list.
no.
Let's throw it on the
Do not
list.
make me watch Rocky.
What?
I'll start crying.
Go
I think
Florida.
I think Creed is on our list.
Is
I really want to watch Creed.
Oh, good heavens.
That's another one I haven't seen. But also, I think the same guy who did Sinner, so I know Creed is
Yeah,
going to be
Ryan
amazing.
Coogler.
And Black Panther, so yeah.
I love Sinners.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this movie made a 65.3 million dollars worldwide. Against once again a budget of 1.5 million. It also got the Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture of 2017. I think in the drama category.
I think it also got, if I remember right, it also won. I know this is a very prestigious award. It is MTV's Best Kiss, if I remember right, or at least it was nominated. I don't remember if it won.
Wow.
Cool.
Not bad.
MTV's best. MTV would make a Best Kiss.
They do,
category.
and also there was
Those pervs.
they are perfect.
Those sick freaks.
They really are.
After I looked up on the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, $1.5 million in September of 2016 has the same buying power as $2,013,358.02 as of December 2025.
I feel sick.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I know. Isn't that insane?
Not almost
Wait,
10
do you
years
What
think
ago.
happened?
What went wrong?
I
This is
think
why-
we'd know. What happened in 2016?
Yeah. What could have possibly happened 10 years ago that
Who'da
would
thunk?
have done us?
I
That's
try
so-
not to remember.
I actively try to forget.
It's because Vine went in 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isaac learned that last night is that Vine left in 2017.
Oh, wow.
We went to the bar and they had a trivia night thing, and I said, "Hey Isaac, when do you think?" Because one of the questions was like, "When do you think that Vine was deleted?" And he said 2014, and I said no, and he
Oh,
looked and it
man.
said 2017, and now that's in his mind forever.
That's crazy. 2016, the beginning of the end. is what we like to
Literally.
say.
Oh, good
But yeah,
heavens.
I also want to say Barry Jenkins became the 4th black person to be nominated for Best Director and the 2nd black person to direct a Best Picture winner.
What was the first?
I don't have this information pulled up right
Boo.
now.
So Ben, I hate. to
No.
be
Steve McQueen.
For what movie?
Directed
He's busy.
12 years.
12 Years a
12 Years
Slave?
a Slave, winning
Ah,
in
yes.
2014.
Oh,
That would be possible, like.
Yeah, that would be.
what was it? Didn't Lupita Nyong'o also win Best Actress during that time?
Probably.
I think she did.
I'm trying to you say what you're saying as well. I'll take credit.
Hey,
credit.
we have an extra mic. You want the extra mic?
No, I don't want to plug it in.
Yeah, that's what I
No
thought.
way. We have
Anyways.
a 4th person in studio. Our dear engineer Isaac.
Our dear,
Zingers
dear-
in the background.
Zingers, debatable.
Hey, I'm
No,
No
just
way.
kidding. I
I'm
love it.
chuckling over
I'm
here.
chortling. I'm
I'm
straight
gaffing.
up chortling.
Oh
Um,
man.
But okay, going back to the Oscars.
Yeah.
Please.
Sorry. I'm going to say it again. I do feel like the whole incident really did eclipse and to a certain extent minimize the impact that Moonlight had because it is a truly gorgeous movie. Okay, to get on the Oscars train again, did you guys know, I think this year or last year, they just made a rule that's like everybody who's voting on Best Picture has to watch the movies?
Yeah,
Did you
they
guys see
didn't-
that?
Yeah, they used to
Really?
not.
They used to
if you
not-
were an Academy member, you could just pick and choose.
Yeah,
and
you
could
didn't
just,
have to
like-
watch the movies. You could just say, I heard good things about this one. I vote for this one.
Probably
now-
a good change.
But now they have the rule. Now you have to watch the movies if you're going to vote who wins this very prestigious award that people work their entire
It's the
lifetimes and careers.
Oscars.
It's the Oscars.
Yeah,
That's
shout
the
out-
movie.
Anyways.
That's the movie award show.
Yeah, you guys see the quote from Kirsten Dunst where she's like, "I've seen every movie because I'm a member of the Academy." Now everyone has to watch.
Now
every
everyone
movie
has
'cause
to
they're a
watch
member
every
of the
movie 'cause
Academy.
they're a member
Every
of the
movie.
Academy.
Wow, that's the goal of the bucket. I think.
I think so.
I think we're
Okay.
trying to fit all the movies into the bucket.
Yes.
I think they will
There's-
fit.
This is a finite space, the bucket. The bucket is finite.
It's nebulous.
Oh.
There's no end to the bucket. I don't think.
Well, I found an end the other day. I
What?
was in there. I was digging around in the bucket. I
No.
found it at the bottom.
no.
That's not possible.
This can't
That's
be
not-
happening.
how far down
I
in there?
can't yes and this. there's
No
not
but.
there's not a bottom to the bucket. No, but there's no bottom to the bucket.
If you get good enough at stacking popcorn, there's only an end on one end.
No, 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 no.
No, not my bucket.
Not my bucket.
Hashtag not my bucket.
Oh man.
Guys, I feel like we haven't really talked about Moonlight.
I feel like we certainly have.
We can't talk about this. The movie is watch. The movie
movie
is on
The
your
movie is
screen.
watched. I will say, there's one part that like genuinely creeped me out, and it's when it's the second act.
It's the second act when the guy comes up from the basement, and he's been living in the basement as
No. The parasite eyes.
the parasite eyes actually make an appearance in Moonlight, I fear.
Do they?
No.
Oh. I was like, I don't remember. I remember the Black Christmas eyes as well. There were some scary eyes in Black Christmas as well.
Actually, the unicorn head.
The
unicorn
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
If you just look into the far
Yeah.
left at like 42 minutes in, you can see it.
You can see it. Anyways,
like the-
I'm
it's-
so
Listen to our
sorry.
other episodes.
It's like the Pizza Planet truck.
It's like
Yeah,
the pizza. It's like
unicorn
the
head from.
A113 that's in every single. Anyways,
I think there has been eyes in every movie we've seen thus
No, no,
far.
no,
Are
no,
we
no,
ranking
no,
every
no, no,
pair
no.
of eyes?
Let's do it. We have bucket
No.
babies and we have bucket
bucket
balls.
eyes, bucket
Bucket balls, bucket
Please
eyeballs.
Don't say bucket balls. Please don't say bucket balls.
Uh,
What were you saying?
yeah.
I'm
I'm
so
Put balls in.
sorry.
Sorry,
It's
the
called a
Wildcat
pail.
is gonna get me
If
any
You
moment.
call it a pail if it stores balls. Think about it.
Anyways,
Hey, DJ Trades, I'm thinking about it. Oh man.
anyways,
Yeah, sorry. Scariest part of the movie for me. Not a scary movie. But the scene where Chiron is walking back from Teresa's house, and he runs into his mom out in front of their house, and she's giving him the most, like, she has these moments where she's delivering the most devastating, cruel dialogue with this
Yes.
weird, like drug-addled smile on her face, and it's just like cutting to different expressions that she's giving him, and it's so creepy and like haunting. And there's like, I don't know, the mother in this movie unnerved me to no end. Like the point where he comes home and he like puts a blanket on her, and she kind of wakes up for a moment, gives his like beautiful smile, and says, "You don't love me anymore, do you?" And it's like, oh. Man, ouch. Oh. It's just so many woofs from Paula in this
Yes.
movie.
Oh.
Incredible performance as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like it's so sad because it's like, yeah, I mean, this kid is his mother is a negative force in his life and not a parental figure.
Paula
in
is
the
played by
slightest.
Naomi Harris.
Okay.
She's in 28 Days Later.
Oh, cool.
I forgot we didn't watch it for the bucket. Every
20
time I
years
watch a movie, I'm like, we definitely covered that on the bucket.
Isn't 28 years later an expansion on that movie, 28 days
So there's
later?
28 days later, there's 28 weeks later, which is widely discredited because apparently it's really bad.
Yeah. That's what
And
happens
then-
when you cast Jeremy Renner in things. People just hate it.
But
Not Wake
Jeremy-
Up Dead Man.
I was
though.
just about to say Wake Up Dead Man. I love
Yeah, but they
that
made
one.
him the bad guy in that one. So
That's true.
Yeah,
You're right.
that's true.
that's why people
Um,
like Fight Club still, because Jared Leto is the bad guy in Fight Club, and he gets beat up.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
why people-
Angel
yep.
Face. You know, I forget that Jared Leto's in that one.
I try to forget
We're
Jared Leto's
supposed
in
to,
that
yeah.
one.
You're not supposed to think about that.
Yeah, you're
I try
not
to forget
suppo-
Jared Leto.
Me
Full
too.
stop.
Yeah.
Do we want to briefly talk about Roses and Thorns?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. We should talk about Roses and
Oh,
Thorns.
great heavens.
Oh, great heavens.
Oh, great heavens.
Yeah, I kind of am on the fence of what I'm gonna rate this movie right now, actually, because I enjoyed it, but this also is, I don't know. This movie is artsy with a capital A, and it's very much.
It's very artsy with a capital A.
Yeah, I think it's really, really good, but there's definitely a lot of other styles of movie that I enjoy a lot more. Like I said, dialogue is very, very light in this. I think the dialogue's good, what we're given, but I also, dialogue's awesome, and I love well-written stuff, and this is just well-written from a visual angle instead of a dialogue angle. So I think Thorn for lack of dialogue, Rose for everything else that just totally and completely makes up for it and absolutely makes this movie what it is. And I think, Rose for colors, Rose for score. I always love the score. This movie
Score
had
was
some
fun.
bangers as well.
Mhm.
Yeah. Who did? Nicholas Britell did the score. Yes, that guy.
Like,
Okay.
give me
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah. If that's the
Sick.
same guy I'm thinking of, he did the music for Andor. Whoa.
Oh, cool.
Andor!
That's an amazing soundtrack. Every song that Black played in his sick car,
Yes.
was such a bop.
I'm a classic man.
Yeah. So good, so good. I know there was that point when Kevin gets into the car with Chiron and the song starts playing up again. He's like, "Oh, so you're riding dirty?" I see." So good, so good.
So phenomenal. I'm really sad that Juan didn't get more screen time. I loved Juan.
Yeah.
Juan was my favorite character, I fear. Juan and Kevin. Those were my two favorite characters.
Kevin was a beautiful, beautiful character for sure.
When I didn't see Juan in like the first 5 minutes of chapter 2, I was like, there's no way he's still around. And I feel like this movie is a little predictable.
Ooh,
I fear.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it. But
I think that's kind of fair.
yeah, but maybe it's just because I've seen too many movies. I don't know.
Maybe. I actually thought more bad stuff was going to happen.
That's
I kinda
true. I
thought
also
so
thought
too.
so too.
I did not think Kevin was gonna like
I felt
show
immense
up at
amounts
the end.
of fear when what's the word? When Juan finds Sharon in the. Did we decide we can say crack house on air?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Sharon or when Juan
We did decide.
We did, yeah.
when
Get
Juan.
Nate on the line.
Oh no!
No,
I'm
no.
looking at our phone lines. The FDA is FDA.
The
No,
Wildcat's
the
mad.
FCC.
The FCC.
No.
The Wildcat is
My
snarling a
bitch.
little bit, but I don't think we're gonna get mauled.
His teeth are bared, but we're okay for now.
Yeah.
Anyways, when Juan finds Sharon in the crack house, I was so scared that something terrible and horrible was gonna happen to tiny little Sharon. I was so scared of that.
Yeah.
I was
Poor guy.
very scared because I'm gonna try and say this in like the best way I can for radio audiences, but I feel like a lot of movies, especially when they're artsy with a capital A, think that the best way to portray trauma and to make you feel bad for a character is for sexual assault to happen.
And showing them like get her on
Yes.
camera.
And I was so scared that the director was going to do something like that. And to a certain extent he did with like the whole
Whenever he gets beat up, it's
Yeah.
it's devastating. But it's like very, I don't know. There's this implied sadness to it, and I
Yes.
think it's a good choice not to show the era where Juan did die, and like not even
Yeah.
kind of explain what happened there. Just
it was
be
very
much-
matter of fact.
Yeah,
when
I
they
think
explained
it,
that Juan died.
teenage Chiron. It's obvious that there is something like deep missing from his heart, and I think that also like plays the theme of him kind of discovering his masculinity throughout this movie, and
Yeah.
kind of ending where he is. Going by black on the streets and being, I don't know, this very like macho, trying to intimidate his underlings because that's kind of the culture I guess he was around, and he didn't have this figure Juan, who is this very, even though he's a drug dealer, a very very sweet and kind and
Yeah.
compassionate man.
Yeah.
He like took the surface level. Like he's got the big old nice car. And
Yeah.
He's got, like,
Yeah.
you know, he just like holds himself to it, but he doesn't have any of the. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
He's a
but
nice man.
He's a
He
nice.
is.
Yeah, Juan is a very very cool guy. Very Mr. Ali. I was not familiar with your game.
Your game is
Yeah.
good.
Your game is
good,
good. I had
sir.
only ever
Yeah.
seen you in Jurassic World Rebirth.
Oh, good heavens.
And
What else is he
I mean, he's
in?
fine in
Isn't
Jurassic World
he-
Rebirth. I actually kind of have the opposite problem in that movie. I think he should have had less screen time. I think he should have gotten eaten by a dinosaur. Too many people
Really?
get out
Green Book.
alive in this movie.
Oh, he's
I'm
in
actually.
Swan Song? I forgot that movie was a thing.
Oh, he's in Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, yeah,
come
he-
on now.
I mean,
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, right.
please.
Very-
He was also in Leave the World Behind, a movie I also forgot existed. Very forgettable
Yeah.
movies, I
yeah,
fear.
He is.
Leave the World Behind and
Poor
Swan
guy.
Song.
He needs
He's
a better.
Aaron Davis. He plays Miles Morales' dad. Sorry,
Oh.
I'm very deep into
So he
it.
has
No, you're
two. So he has two good roles.
He has two
and
good
then he's
roles.
in Jurassic World.
And then he's in Jurassic World Rebirth.
Ugh.
And
Make the Jurassic World movies. Make the dinosaurs eat people again. They don't eat people anymore. You watch a
Hashtag-
Jurassic World movie, nothing bad happens to the
hashtag
characters.
make
Yeah, come
the
on
Jurassic
now.
World dinosaurs eat people again.
Make them eat. They're
And put that on
dinosaurs.
Twitter.
That's not my T-Rex.
They're
Hashtag
dinosaurs.
not
They're
my
supposed to
T-Rex.
eat the people that
He
come
also-
foolishly to the islands, and they don't ever do that anymore. I think 2 people minimum got eaten in that movie, and that's
Yeah.
not enough.
That's not enough.
That's
There
just
needs
not
to be
enough.
more.
I need people to be eaten in my Jurassic Park movies. Oh, he's also gonna be Blade
Yeah,
in
he's
upcoming
gonna be
Marvel
Blade.
projects.
Assuming
He's
that
in,
ever gets made.
yeah, I know. He's in Green Book with Viggo Mortensen,
Woo!
our boy
Said that.
Aragorn. Oh, you said that
I
already?
did.
My bad.
I was saying his
transfixed.
entire discography,
Oh, okay.
his filmography, I suppose.
His filmography.
Ugh. I hate visual mediums. I'm a purely
sorry.
audio.
Sorry. I'm a big audio head.
I'm a big audio head.
I'm a big radio head. even.
Actually,
Radiohead.
boo. I actually only listened to this movie. I didn't watch it.
The hard movie to listen to. You really should be looking with your eyes.
No.
And I don't know how to close my eyes, so I was able to just kind of view it all. Guys, Rose and
Listen
Thorns.
to our other episodes. Scroll it here. Listen to the other ones. Anyways, we've got 3 minutes to do Roses and Thorns.
Yeah.
Oh, I have another rose. I really like the way that they portray nostalgia. Their way of portraying nostalgia feels really good to me, and it feels very actually nostalgic. Crazy, I know. And I like that there's a lot of things that happen to Sharon. That don't happen, but like Sharon experiences. Like I said, the scene with Juan and Teresa in the car where it feels like you're a little kid in their backseat and whatnot. It just reminds, like, there's so much that he does that I feel like I also too did. Like we said, the scene in the car when Kevin and Sharon are coming back from the beach, they're just sitting in awkward silence because they don't know what to say to each other. And
Yeah.
yay, I like that.
I also want to say I think all three of these actors that played Little Chiron and Black weren't didn't meet each other during the filming of this movie. They all like they wanted them each to have their own take of like kind of what the character was, and yet it feels
there's like a through line.
There is a huge through line. It feels like the same character, and I think I guess it was a good idea to not have them.
That was fun. That's a fun little tidbit.
I know. I thought that was fun, and I also was like, that really worked. And I don't know if it should have worked in that direction, but it did.
But it did.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. My rose is the swimming scene. We've already talked about the swimming scene, but man. It's so beautiful. The way the camera like bobs up and down in the water, like it feels like you're in the water with them.
It makes
feels
you
like
feel
you're swimming.
Like you're swimming.
You're
but
in
it
the middle-
also
I feel like I need a towel, man.
I'm not gonna say that.
Because it's water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Water. Speaking of water.
Yeah.
Soaked in the studio for sure. Moonlight's awesome. Guys.
Moonlight's good.
Moonlight. Have you seen Moonlight,
Have you
guys?
seen Moonlight?
Have you
Watch
seen
Moonlight.
Academy Award-winning film
Almost.
Moonlight, directed by Barry Jenkins of Mufasa fame?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know they describe how Scar gets a scar. I don't know how. But
Anyways, it feels like you're wet, Colin. Is that what you were saying?
Because I'm in the ocean swimming. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It made me feel like I couldn't swim. The way that they like were bobbing the camera up and down, it very much gave me the feeling like I am going to drown in this ocean. I cannot swim. I'm tweaking. Anyways,
it did not take me. It took me way longer to learn how to swim than like a
how old were you?
3-minute montage. I took like swimming lessons over the summer throughout the course of my like childhood. So like
it took a summer.
Yeah, it took like many summers on and off to learn how to do it.
It's one of those things where I'm like, what would not knowing how to swim look like? I guess because it really.
Have you ever drowned?
No.
So
not even
that
once.
would be how it
not
would
even
be.
once.
No, I have though.
You've drowned once?
Yeah, I have.
Whoa.
Like,
Did you
truly
get
completely-
revivified?
What?
You get revivified
No,
by
I
the
didn't.
lifeguard?
So you know how I don't know if you guys know this. The Layton Surf and Swim.
Sure.
Yes. Doxing where I grew up. The Layton Surf and Swim has like I don't remember how often they do it, but they have the waves that turn on every once in a while, right? And I was in too deep. I was too old for this, but I was in too deep. And the waves turned on, and I was like, I'll be fine without a tube. Rachel took in so much water. It was actually really bad, and I tried to, like, get to the shore, and a lifeguard did, in fact, have to, like,
Oof.
and throw her out.
Nightmare.
Rest in peace. That Rachel, I guess.
And this was last year?
Yeah, it was. I was 20 years old.
Yeah, last summer,
Wow.
actually.
I was frolicking at the
too
surf
old.
and swim.
I was, late teenage years.
I think I was...
Well, I forgot my floaties.
I couldn't swim without my flippers. I think I was 10, maybe 11 or something like that. But
okay,
yeah.
Okay,
that's drowning age.
Yeah.
Roughly Little's age. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's chill.
That's
Did you
respectable.
know that that's like, if I remember right, that is the number one cause of death for like children.
Just
Oh,
drowning.
wow.
I think it's like it's at least
Okay.
like top 3. What did you say? No, what did you say?
He said until we bring back lead. Sorry, I had to.
Isaac!
I had to kind of echo that because I just heard it and I couldn't not hear
And
it.
you're canceled. You're canceled.
I'm not the one bringing back the lead.
You're trying to. You're.
Did you give a thorn?
What? Okay. Do I need to give a thorn?
No, you don't have
No,
to.
if you don't have a
Maybe.
thorn, you
Kevin,
don't have a thorn.
I don't know. The Kevin Glowdown kind of made me sad.
What?
Kevin Glowdown.
Kevin
kinda
Glowdown.
made
No,
me
no,
sad.
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Yeah.
I no.
I like
no.
Adult Kevin.
No.
Adult Kev.
You
I
think
did
so?
too. I thought.
Chiron had
I-
to glow up.
I don't
I
know.
thought he was. I thought both of them were hot. I think, but I thought both of them were hot boys.
I think
Hot men. Sorry.
I
Hot
think
men.
Chiron. I think it's just overshadowed by how awesome Chiron's glow up is.
Yeah, maybe if I
That's
saw
Kevin.
him like in well no, but there is that scene of him just like taking
Well,
a smoke break outside, and it
Yeah.
takes
There's,
there's like 6 different angles of him smoking,
yeah.
and I don't know why they cut the 6 different angles of him doing.
Well,
the
because
same
he's
thing.
hot.
Inhale, keep it in there a little longer, camera switch.
Ayo.
Keep it over to the other side, camera switch. Take it out of your mouth, camera switch.
Ayo.
Blow the smoke out of your air, camera switch.
Ayo.
Wide shot of him slightly tilting his head down.
Yeah.
6
Um,
separate shots.
When Kevin took off, I guess we
824.
didn't see him take off his shirt, but we see when he comes out with the blue shirt on. I was like, oh, that's a hot boy. Sorry, hot man, hot man.
Yeah.
He is of age, of consent, hot man.
He can cook, so that automatically does give him like more points in his
Yeah,
favor.
and it looked
Mm.
delicious. I
It
mean,
did look good. Once he brings out the plate, like that's incredibly charming and whatever.
It
I don't know.
was. He
They
was
just-
charm. He was a charming boy.
They just both
man,
look drastically
man.
different in like in like 2 completely different ways,
You guys catch
which I
that
think
bit?
is like the point, obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you guys catch a bit of him taking the brush to every single hair on his face?
Yes.
Where he brushes the eyebrows, brushes the beard, brushes the mustache,
Yes.
brushes the hair. Like, wow, this
Yeah.
man is
That man
thorough.
is trying to get.
I'm like, I watched that. I'm like, you need to give me a brush. I'm like, I mean,
Apparently, the number one cause of death for children is actually automobile accidents.
yeah,
I got
for
fact-checked.
sure.
That's my bad. That's on me.
Infrastructure.
That's my bad.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Take the
Maybe
bus, folks.
worldwide.
Take the
Oh.
bus.
Take the bus. Hashtag take the bus.
Take
well,
the bus.
remember when like, do you guys remember when Frida Kahlo got into her bus accident? I do. 1935. I was there.
you
Wow.
You were driving the bus. Yeah. Are you?
I don't want to answer that
Are you
question.
a
if-
vampire?
I don't wanna answer.
1935. That checks out since you are pushing 30.
Ben! I swear to God.
Guys, Moonlight is a story about love, and I think that's what matters. Do you guys want to give our final scores for Moonlight?
I can. Yeah. You guys can do that.
Real quick, can I tag it with Rosenthorn? And I'm like,
Yeah, please.
Engineer Rosenthorn. Engineer Rosenthorn.
yeah, Engineer Rosenthorn. I'm mostly here because I'm actually going to sound great next week. I'm hoping you're really excited for that. This film does an incredible job simply giving characters the space to speak for themselves and be who they are. There's a lot of films where you can really just tell. Obviously, these are all characters, but sometimes there's like a character where like you can tell they're just acting like that because they're like acting in genre, you know. The one kind of exception to that, which is half my thorn and half also my rose because they're interrelated, it's the same plant, is Chiron does not really get to speak for himself. It feels like the whole of Chiron's story is kind of all of the sad bits, and there's a few exceptions to that, but honestly, I just wanted some more moments where he's just there. Obviously, the film it's about trauma, it's about really hard moments, but like even in like those places, there are times where it's just more neutral, if that makes sense, and I kind of wanted more neutrality, if that makes sense. Like I would have loved a scene where he's just working out and it's just like I know with extra bonus points because I am aware of the film and all of that stuff. Not necessarily just for the visuals, although of course it's a very visual film.
Guys, my
Yeah, it
partner's
is.
gonna leave me.
Just the for people who I love spicy food. People who know me know that. I'm a big fan of like the endorphin rush, and I get like a similar experience with exercise. Something like that, just like a moment where he is experiencing struggle, but it's not just about everything is horrible and like his life is defined by the Tyrells. I want it to be more defined by him. I think that was kind of my thorn. Which is a very long-winded way of saying that my rose is Janelle Monáe. They should have made her there for the whole movie. also, the guy who I just lost his name, but he was there for the first act. The Juan, thank you. Juan is so good as an actor that he made me watch Luke Cage, and I kind of resent him for that. That's all.
Oh wow. Yeah, and your other rose was the scene where he had his shirt off. That's what you're saying as well.
The other rose was the lead poisoning
He's
scene.
got great
you
abs,
know?
but that's not my go-to.
Yeah, okay.
I think with all the offhanded comments that Isaac has been making, I don't
You're giving
know.
a score for this.
I was gonna say you've got to give a score for it. I fear.
I think you have to.
Unfortunately, there's so many movies that I make Isaac watch with me because I'm like, we're hanging out, and I'm like, oh, by the way, I have to watch a bucket movie, and like that's what happened last night. And
You
I
should
said,
feel privileged.
yeah, you should feel privileged.
You should say, hey, guess what we get to do?
I say that.
Yes, with all the offhanded comments, especially the comment about the lead poisoning, you have to give a score. You're
yeah,
cooked.
for sure.
Sorry.
For sure. Is anybody ready with their score? I'm feeling
I'm gonna
shy.
give it. I'm bashful.
I'm coy.
I'm just the Lorax. I'm feeling bashful. Do you know what I'm talking about?
What?
It's okay. I'll add it to the list.
What do you mean? The
Lorax,
Lorax?
yeah.
No.
It is a banger.
No.
Featuring the voice talents of Zac Efron and
No.
Taylor Swift.
No.
That one's
Wait, hold
hard.
on. Wait. Okay, somebody else give their score. I gotta look this up.
It cannot be. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to.
Caller, are
be.
you ready? Are you ready to give us your score?
Okay, fine. 95.
Okay.
I loved Moonlight. It was really cool.
Okay. Yeah. I
And
think that's.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was we for the reasons we just spent a ton of time talking about. Yay.
Yeah.
So I'm giving it a 95.
Beautiful. Isaac, are you ready? Oh wait.
I'm bashful. Everyone say, don't be bashful, Lorax. And now I'm bashful.
See? That's what
What?
Yeah. So Rachel's showing us what can only be described as nothing.
No, it's this lady in a Lorax
Yeah, I
costume
saw.
that's singing.
I saw it.
Well, for our audio listeners out there, this is a purely audio medium. I don't know if you knew that, Ben.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the person who whipped out a video.
Do not say something. I will mute your mic.
No, he has to score.
I was gonna give my score.
He has to score the
okay, you can
film.
give your score.
Much like Nicholas
It is
Britell.
a purely audio medium, so I do apologize for the fact that she did not hold the laptop next to the right part of the microphone. I hope you heard. My score, I'm giving it, is a 90. I think any kind of criticism I would have for this film is nitpicking. Obviously, people are going to like the artsiness of it more or less. If you like Ghibli films, if you like the meditative scenes, you will get more out of this. If you're expecting like high action, like anti-bullying fighting every 2 minutes, that's not this film. Yeah, 90 is my final score.
I'm nervous because I think I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna rate a little lower than other movies on this list. And looking at the list, I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie a 71. I know that maybe feels a little low, but
No, that's a passing grade.
yeah, I liked a lot of movies more than this. I thought it was incredible though. That's definitely not me saying I dislike this movie, but yeah, very much a different type of movie, very artsy. I loved what it did, and what it did was, they did it spectacularly, but I also, there's some styles I like more. Rachel, do you have a score for us?
I would like to say
Okay.
that entire time that Isaac was giving
Yeah.
their score, I was I had to take a breather.
Yeah.
I felt attacked.
I saw you had some corner time.
I did have some corner time. I had some moments of reflection. Because I'm actually very upset that you guys didn't like the bashful Lorax. But that's neither here nor there.
I guess it was less about not liking it and just having. I didn't like it.
I didn't see it.
I'm the Lorax and I'm bashful. Anyways, I'm gonna give this. Oh, 77.
Okay. Okay.
Because it was going to be 80, and then it was going to be 75, and then I've decided to kind of meet it in the middle.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
not allowed to give it a, what is it? A decimal, am I? Whole scores only?
That's insane. Are we breaking precedent here?
77.7?
Yeah, well, 77.5.
Oh.
To cut it in half.
Are we word? You tell me. Write down your score. Write down your score.
Am I allowed to put a decimal in there?
I think you're a co-host, so you're allowed to do
77.5.
I'll keep it to 77.
77?
We'll keep it to around even 77.
Okay, cool. Then that brings our final score for Moonlight to an 83.25. Let's go ahead and put this. Oh no, are we gonna have a problem here?
No, we are not. This puts Moonlight just below 2001: A Space Odyssey and right above How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I would like to say that the score for How the Grinch
They're
Stole
too
Christmas,
close.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas (parentheses Jim Carrey's version) is 83. Moonlight is 83.25.
Wow.
So slightly,
Slightly
quarter.
better than Jim
It's
Carrey's
a
The
quarter
Grinch.
higher.
Kiss it, Whoville. That checks out to me.
Also, we went over time because we said, "Oh, we'll have this done by like 1:30." Hey, it's 1:45.
Okay, yeah. We had a lot to discuss. This
We
week.
had a lot to discuss.
Let's wrap up our recording and then we can kind of just keep talking about. I have a few more things I do want to say. I have some stuff written down that I want to get into here.
Go on.
The
late night show.
Bucket after hours.
Bucket after hours.
Bucket spilled. Bucket unleashed.
Bucket unleashed.
Bucket spilled.
Buckets
We're gonna spill.
We're gonna spill the bucket.
If you'd like to listen to other content we have to talk about this movie, then please tune in live
Yes.
every single Friday.
Yes.
12:30 to 2. We're gonna be talking about some movies. We have a great roster.
Yes.
Some awesome movies coming up. I'll announce these next few weeks just because I think we have some bangers in the chamber. Next week is Waterworld. Week after that is Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Then we have Interstellar, When Harry Met Sally, which is the day before Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day
It's
special.
my favorite rom-com.
Fantastic Mr. Fox and Kill Bill. That gets us through all the way to the end of February. We're gonna have some episodes recorded, some not. So if
Yeah,
you're
so it's a
interested
toss-up.
if you're interested in listening to these, then please tune in live. And tune in live to other shows we got going on in KWCR. We got a lot of fun stuff here. Yeah.
I would like to say, this is how I've been pitching it to everybody, is that we have this month we have like a very touching queer, like gay drama, Moonlight. We have Waterworld, and then we have a very touching lesbian drama, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Ben, why did you do this to us?
And then we have a Christopher Nolan movie. That's the bucket. The bucket.
the
the bucket fits all. The bucket is
It's called
nebulous.
Bucket Lash.
No, but the bucket is infinite.
The bucket is.
Yeah,
It's
the
a
bucket.
container for
How does the
everything.
bucket contain everything? Think about it.
How does the universe contain anything?
Yeah. This is the plot
It's a
of
lot to
Christopher
think about.
Nolan's Interstellar.
It
actually.
is the plot of Chris. Wow.
Dang. We live in
Yeah.
a society.
Yeah, the bucket. Bucket is kind of
The bucket?
the bookshelf.
The
It's
bookshelf.
everything. Yeah. Wow. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the bucket. I've been Ben.
I've been Rachel.
I've been Colin. I don't think I've said my name all show. That's me, by the way. I'm Colin.
Hey, I'm Isaac. I'm just here.
He's not just an engineer. He's our engineer.
He's our engineer.
It's true.
Heart.
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 He's
heart.
he's the engineer of my heart.
Wow.
And then I made the stupidest face imaginable. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're not leaving yet. We're just gonna end this recording because we are recording it, and then after I don't think this one should go up. This
What?
one was a
No.
real stinker of an
We're putting this
episode.
one up.
This one was a real stinker.
If you're watching on YouTube, bye.
Bye.